Hey guys, what's up?
Yo.
Hope everyone's having a good night so far. I know I am.
Yeah,
We got a great
I'm good.
match for you tonight. I'm Jacob, by the way.
I'm Myles.
We're gonna hope for a really good Division 4 Mario Kart Universal match here versus version 2 and Arcanum Aeterna. I'm really excited. Are you excited, Miles?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I might not be as excited as that melting boo on the right,
Dude, he
but
he looks so excited. Like I wouldn't be if I was
he's
melting like
really
that.
excited.
I would be like
He,
probably ouch first and foremost, but he seems cool with
yeah,
it. He seems
he's like,
cool with
hey,
it.
yo, this void's a little hot. I'm getting a little
Get me
melty
out
over
of
here.
here! Get me out of
Get
here!
me out, get me out. But yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna have a pretty good match tonight. These two teams have really been putting in work in terms of the off season. They both have a lot of really good results to work with, so. This is kind of our first time seeing them head to head in a while, at least, and I think it's
Yeah,
gonna make for a really good match tonight.
I think uh, I think Arcanum requested for the room to be opened a little bit later, so
Mm-hmm.
we have some time to just sit and chat beforehand. But
Yeah, definitely.
one thing I wanted to mention: check out this new layout we have. This is looking pretty cool so far, right?
I'm a
And
big
obviously,
fan.
we finally see the screen. We see our POV, Bastiandy, waiting for the room to open. But yeah, this was made by, I think, mostly FlowX with some help by Dylan. So thanks to
Yeah,
you guys. This is super cool. We have like way more
I'm super
information. It's
stoked
like
about this.
way more
Yeah,
official
definitely.
than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let us know what you think. If you have any advice on like the layout stuff, because obviously this is like a test run. This is the first time we've used it. So you know,
Yep.
just let us know what you think.
Yeah,
We're definitely gonna keep trying to make it better.
I like how you can kind of see all the information on the screen without having to do like the commands in the Twitch chat, like for the casters, for the Discord and everything. I think that's really cool, and it's gonna really help kind of eliminate a lot of that.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, for the actual races, we're not going to use this view. You are still going to see a full screen view of the actual races, so don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
that.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
worry about that. We got our little transitions, and see, yeah,
Oh
that's what
man,
you'll see
that's a cute little
during the
transition.
races. Yeah, thank you
I
to
like it. I
Dylan
like
for
it.
making that.
Many
Oof.
thanks, Dylan. Yeah, it looks great.
Ooh, it's
Oh
clean,
man, just
clean.
just had to just had to flex the transitions a little bit. I like it. I like it.
We got Berta AB in the chat. Is cereal a soup? I would say yes, it is. Uh, the rest of our friends in chat, please leave your thoughts on that. I would say
Yeah,
that cereal is indeed a soup.
I'd love to hear some predictions in the chat. If you guys have any thoughts about kind of how this match is gonna go, I'd love to hear it. Maybe we
Oh
can
yeah,
shout you out.
boring. If you want to talk about the actual match, I guess. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
have
don't know.
lineups, right? I think we could go see lineups for a sec.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. So, all right, on V2 side, we got Anthony, Byron, Henry, Muden, Nomupo, and Shu.
And then for Arcanum Eterna, we got Tupapa, which is Alejandro, Tumama, which is Pulse, Light, Bastiandy, our inward POV for tonight, Claw, and Kyo.
Yeah, so if you're in the audience and you're at all familiar with V2, you might be wondering where's our good friend Zenith? Well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Zenith decided to opt himself out of this MKU season, so he will not be playing any of the matches, and that's large part of why V2 is in Division 4 right now, when just last season they were at the very top of D3. So, hate to see it, but with a slightly weakened lineup, V2 still is pretty strong. They have some players that aren't Zenith that are still
Hmm.
really good at the game, so should be
For
fine.
sure. Yeah. Anthony, Byron, and Henry all have some really good times. If you look at time trials, and
Oh
maybe if you
yeah,
go check out MK leaderboards in the Australia section, you can see
especially
them in a lot
like
of the top.
since the DLC came out, like those three in
Oh yeah.
particular have been absolutely grinding.
I think Byron grinded a world record on Sky Garden. I know Anthony had world record on Choco Mountain for a little bit.
Yeah, and then Muden, obviously he's been in V2 forever. He
Yeah.
as I've been told, kind of functions as the glue for that team. So pretty important that he's there in lineup.
Totally. Was just gonna say, yeah, he's kind of the glue. He kind of keeps things together in terms of the comms department and how the team functions.
Yeah.
Super helpful. Everyone kind of plays their part. But
And then
yeah, I know you guys can't see it, but the room's being opened as we speak. So pretty soon we're gonna head over to the POVs.
yeah. Here we go. Room is up. We got at least Mooden in here.
It looks like a
I
top
think-
4 from V2.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a top 4 from V2.
Really? Because Mooden is the only me I recognize in this room right now.
Byron's the second one, Anthony's the third one, and then Henry's the fourth.
Oh, you're so smart. The
Oh, I
Anthony
know,
and Henry,
dude.
Anthony and Henry both got new Miis, and they didn't tell me about it, which I really
Yeah.
think they should have.
One of them looks like a dog, I
So we
must
got-
say.
Of course, brothers in arms, two mama and two papa, from Arcanum coming into the room.
Looks like that might have been Light that just came in, so
Yeah.
looks like Arcanum's gonna have everything behind their top 4. Not that that's gonna really matter, but
you can make something happen. It is actually
Yeah.
everything behind the top 4. Because I'm pretty sure 2 more people from Arcanum come in.
yeah, looks like it might be like a top 4, bottom 2 for V2 right now. But yeah, it's gonna look pretty good for V2 at the start at least,
Yeah.
depending on the track that we get, of course.
Now, I feel like we say this every time that we cast V2, but that is a team that is very, very strong in the front, particularly. Obviously, we mentioned like they've been grinding the time trials, especially since the DLC came out. They're really, really fast on the tracks. So them starting in top 4, if they can start with a running track, like maybe an RWS type beat, like they're gonna be gone on that. But
I agree.
if Arcanum can get a beggar pick, if they get like Cheeseland Dry, some of that, might not be too good for V2, Like their strength really, really is in their ability to be in the front and hold their top spots. And when they're forced to get out of that position, that's where they're gonna struggle.
I agree. I think that that glue starts to crack a little bit when the other team kind of starts to break those top spots and they're kind of forced into a position where they have to bag, because the strength comes so much from running, and bagging is an equally important part of this game, and when you're kind of like forced in that position as like a TT team, very fast team, then it becomes a little bit harder.
If you're talking about being a fast team, 2 people in particular from Arcanum, 2 mama and 2 papa, they're gonna be a factor in the front for V2. I would say if any 2 people are expected to MVP this room, it is those 2. If I was going to predict right now what the final scores in this room would be, it's going to be top 2, Ale and Pulse, 3, 4, 5, Mooden, Henry, Anthony. Not Mooden, sorry. Byron, Henry, Anthony. Yeah. Mooden, I misspoke. He's not a bad player, but he's just not usually the person who is in the front for V2. He's not
the point scorer,
Right. He's the person who is going to sacrifice himself to go for shocks and stuff like that. So yeah, my bad on speaking there.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of facts, like when you look at tables from both of these teams, like those are kind of the people that are putting up points all the time. Like Ale and Pulse, and then like Byron and Henry are the ones that are kind of the ones that are rounding out the top of the Indivs board, of course.
It is absolutely going to be a battle in the front between those 4, maybe 5 players.
Right.
And then, if those people are even in the front, then I think the part that's really going to decide the war is what the bottom spots are, right?
For sure.
Like if Arcanum can get a top 2 every race, but then they get bottom 4, then they still lose.
I mean, I just want to say my prediction is whoever wins this war is going to be the team that is managing the bottom spots better,
Yeah.
Whoever's playing from the back better is going to win the war, I think.
Completely agree. I think they're very, very evenly matched in the front. In the back is where you're going to see the separation. And honestly, like if I'm going to predict, I think Arcanum is better at managing the back.
Hey, yo, no way. Is that Monar Mooden?
I think that might be Monar Mooden.
I think Monar Mooden might have just came into the room, dude.
And as we said, Mooden's usually in the back, so we need to get Monar Mooden in there to hold up the front.
I would agree.
Now we have 2 Moodens in there, so double the shocks for V2.
How's my audio quality? I'm on dorm net, so it might be a little choppy.
You know, it's choppy sometimes, but it's mostly been fine. It's mostly been fine.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I gotta know that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know. I mean, not that I can really do anything about it, but I still want to know.
Yeah. You know, if
I
you
get
ever
really
start...
random. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you're good. If you ever really cut out and it's bad, I'll just kind of take over.
Okay, that sounds good.
You know, it hasn't been a problem so far.
Let me know when you're gonna do that, just so I don't think that you're interrupting me.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Of course.
Bet.
Right, so we got 11 in. Someone's really slowing us down here, and we are very quickly running out of things to talk about.
Well, I could talk about my dorm net for a little bit. You know, I get pretty random net spikes pretty often, and it hasn't affected my gameplay quite yet in terms of Mario Kart. But when it comes to calling with people, sometimes my Discord will just crash, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? Why is this happening right now, mid conversation? Trying to make a statement here.
That's just too bad.
Man.
That is just too bad.
A little bit, yeah.
Someone asking in the chat how many POVs are available. We have 2 POVs, one from each side. Apparently there's some problems with delay, so we're trying to figure that out right now. The goal is to have 2 POVs. Obviously, if there's a massive delay, like we're gonna focus on one, but hopefully it all goes well.
Right.
And we are still waiting for the last to join.
Well, this is probably why Arcanum asked for opening a little bit later.
You would have to assume.
Yeah, yes you would.
Yeah, I guess it
like
probably is
of,
Arcanum.
V2 are in here.
I don't recognize the Japanese Mii's.
I think we're missing
one.
I think it's Kyo.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyo's Mii isn't in here. And yeah, as I'm sure you all can tell, we have run out of things to talk about, and finally, it's actually Claw that we were missing.
Claw.
I think Claw and Kyo are probably pretty replaceable with each other. They're pretty similar in skill level.
I would agree with that.
But yeah, 12 in room should be getting started here. Oh my gosh, my friend Myles posting the internet speed test, 0.8 download, 0.8 upload as well. So let's hope that it holds together for this cast.
Yeah, I
might have to go on hotspot.
Not holding out too much hope.
Might have to go on hotspot.
Not holding out too much hope here.
Well, thanks for the follow, Alan CR, on Bastiandy's stream.
Let's go, dude.
If you would like a shout out, make sure to go follow Bastiandy. Let's see where we go.
You're gonna boost his followers, dude.
Oh yeah. We're going to RMC first of all. So this is what we were talking about with V2 starting in top 4. Massive disadvantage for them on this track. RMC is not a super hard bagger, but hard enough where V2's front presence is not going to carry this race. And,
so
I'm being told that. No, you can go ahead.
What? So Shu on V2 is not no IG, right?
I don't know, man.
The same person?
I don't know who is who on V2, honestly. Because the thing with like Japanese players is that a lot of the time they'll have a different name in lounge than what they have on registry. So a lot of us know them by their lounge names, but yeah,
right, okay.
And yeah, what I was told earlier is delay is still messed up, so we are going to be sticking with Bastiandy for this race, the POV, but hopefully we do still have time to get that figured out.
Hey man, I'm always excited to see some inward action.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often on
fast. Oh, for sure not. Yeah, I think the last time that I casted inward, it was Bran from Arcanum. Ooh, unfortunate, missing that chain. That's just unlucky. But yeah, you know, we're seeing the bag of POV in this race. It's
He's gonna dodge. I would
it's
assume
like an
that's an Arcanum
shot coming in. Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of V2 hopping through the cut, so it's really safe to assume that that was an Arcanum shock.
Purple Reds could put in work here. Get ahead of Claw first. Yeah, Arcanum's already in first, gonna take Byron out.
Yeah.
Really strong position for them right now. V2, I don't think has anyone in the front. I guess no Mupo's up there, but no one else.
It looks like a top 3 right now for Arcanum, but no Mupo's up there.
V2 technically has time to pull a second shock, but nobody's really stopped for it. No one's gonna be at distance to pull, so V2 not in a great spot here. No Mupo's up into second, but no one else really.
Mupo's getting second, but it looks like might be looking at a 1-3-4 maybe for Arcanum.
Oh! How did Moon and Byron get there?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were right behind him.
Oh.
What did they get there?
2, 4, 5, 6?
No, cause like me and you, we only saw Nomupo up there. That like after the shock, it was only him.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the rest of them come from?
Yeah.
I'm
not sure how they pulled that off. That seems like the type of situation where after the shock, the whole team says, "All right, I'm gonna bag for dodges," and no one goes for shock, and then they all just kind of dodge up to the front, or user dodges up to the front, not quite dodge.
Yeah, I mean, because we saw no one on V2's side was trying to pull shock. Like, we would have thought that they needed a second shock there to win, but apparently not. It was a tied race, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, great comeback by V2. I'm not sure how they did it, though.
That was looking really huge for Arcanum. I'm surprised V2 was able to kind of nullify it like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Let me get the cheap pick. See, this is a good drafter, so kind of beneficial for V2 here. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. And
yeah, cheap for I don't know.
Make sure to participate in the prediction that was opened on the Twitch channel. Put in your points for who you think's gonna win this war. Andy forced to use his shroom. I'm just gonna call him Andy. I'll assume that's his name.
Bastiandy.
It's a bit long to say every time.
It is, dude. I agree. But yeah, not too much going on. You see Pulse still kind of rounding out the front, but looks like it's just Shu up there for V2 actually. Yeah, Arcanum Pulse in the top 3 just now. Yeah, that's looking good for them right now if they can hold that out. But you have to assume at this point, you know, someone's saying, hey, whoever's in the back for V2, like, go for shock right now, like, we need it.
We'll see what's going to happen at the first set. It doesn't look like anybody's too excited to stop here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just driving forward. And, I mean, V2, if anything, has proven that they don't need shock to catch up, because Anthony is already back up there. Henry's also in the mid. And obviously Shu as well. So it looks like V2 is going to be relying more on just outlining and taking people out in front of them one by one. And I mean, it's been working pretty well so far.
It worked on RMC. I don't know how well that's going to work on Cheap. Oh my gosh.
It's working against Bastiandy because that strategy got him all the way to the back, and he's kind of screwed unless he dodges at this point.
Yeah, having fire in 11 in a single shroom, that's GG's. That's GG's right here.
He needs to dodge. Not much can happen otherwise.
Yeah, it's...
Crazy could do work on V2 here. It is all V2 besides him back here.
Yeah, well, now they're in bottom 2. Oh, there's a lot of bottoms for V2 right now.
Yeah, V2's actually bottom like everything.
Yeah, well, I saw one Arcanum back there. I think I saw Kia back there. And,
looks like a pretty bad race for V2.
That's a pretty good race for Arcanum, yeah. Oh?
Yeah, never mind.
Top 2, 5, 6. Top 2, 5, 6.
Yeah, Arcanum gets bottom 2. Like, why would they not?
That's weird.
If there's a theme, that I'm noticing,
race, honestly.
Yeah. How this war is gonna work is it's gonna look like V2 is getting a horrible race, and then just somehow they don't. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I could say that's going to be a pretty common theme for this war. I mean, it makes for some exciting content, you know, but yeah, it's definitely not predictable in terms of looking at the races.
Yeah. And that was a -8 race for V2, so Arcanum did win that one, but not by nearly as much as we would have assumed.
Yeah. I mean, both of those races looked really, really good for Arcanum, like nearing the last turn of lap 3. And then it just kind of turned out to be a +8 overall.
Yeah, after two really good-looking races from Arcanum, they're only up by 8 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Going to Cloud Top Cruise. This is really, really bad for Bastiandy, our POV. If you're not aware, that bounce pad at the beginning, you can do a trick called a super bounce off of it. And if you're on an inward bike, like Bastiandy is, you just can't do it. It's impossible. So he's going to lose so much time at the start here.
Everyone knows that, Jacob.
You gotta cater to the people who might be watching streams for the first time, Myles. That's like the whole point. Obviously,
You're
most of the people know what a super bounce is. Hello, stream audience. If I taught one person what a super bounce is in that moment, then it was a success.
Okay. Okay.
I'm so mad at you right now, Myles. I'm so mad at you.
Alright, I'm mad at you for breaking the fourth wall. Whatever. Anyways, so it looks like Bastiandy did a good job of getting to the front, you know, given that he didn't get his super bounce like an inward bike was supposed to. Dude.
Myles is being so mean to me right now, and I'm just trying to be helpful to new players who might be watching.
All you're doing is talking about your emotions during the war, dude. Oh my god.
Whoa, look at Bastiandy losing all that time. He can't do the super bounce.
Okay, anyways, yeah, so many Waluigi's, as Lightning God Eric said in the chat. That's true.
And that's on God.
So, yeah, the reason that Waluigi's being used so much, Waluigi, Roy, and DK is kind of the quote-unquote meta weight class, I guess, in terms of like speed and stats and everything. So, Waluigi's really good for visibility, and yeah, I mean, you can just, he's just got a skinnier model, so you can kind of see around him pretty well. And sorry, I'm just getting distracted because of what's
yeah, we've said nothing about this race so far.
Yeah, true.
He does have triple reds and 5, so we'll see if he can do anything with it. He has his teammates all around him, so yeah, just gonna get rid of it.
Just gonna back him. Oh, see, that's why you shouldn't get rid of triple reds, because you're just gonna get trailed for it anyways. But
yeah, that was a rough situation. Obviously, since he's on inward, the back spams are gonna go in a little bit different direction than you might expect them to, and it just ran right into his teammate.
Gosh. Okay, shot coming in. Looks like a V2 shock. Buden's gonna come up to the mid pack, but I don't know kind of who's in front right now or what it's looking like. So I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say that, judging by patterns, I'd say that Arcanum's gonna come into like top 3 here at the end.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of
Looks like it's gonna be a good race for V2, but it might be a good race for
I don't know, man. It doesn't look very good.
Well, they got 10-11. I don't know who got last. That's a 1-3.
It was V2. Yeah, never mind. It's another even race. Our apologies for saying almost nothing about that entire race, but we had a very important discussion to have.
Oh well.
Oh well. Oh well.
They can deal with it, you know? No one else from the community stepped up to cast.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
We're just keeping it light, you know? You can kind of see what's going on for yourself.
Yeah, you know, this is not prime time at day. This is prime time at night. We like to keep it light here.
We do. But the thing is, you know.
Oh!
Everyone
we got Byron now. We got the Byron POV now.
Hey yo! Okay.
Nice.
I was like, oh, did Bastiandy switch to a completely different combo?
Yeah. Apparently, Byron's POV is like a full lap ahead. So that's why that track selection was so short. But I think we're just gonna stick to only Byron at this point.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we get to see some TT lines. Never mind. Sorry, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I got bumped up. Not as fun.
That's not fast.
I got Anthony on. He's gonna take out Claw. Should have a shroom in first here. Yeah.
No, I don't think that red's gonna work at all. But the trail is. Gonna have double defense at first. It's gonna be kind of good for Byron. Byron's just gonna be kind of gone here. Oh, that bomb, that's scary. You gonna do something with that? Bastiandy, come on. There we go.
So, he is but gonna go a little too wide, not hit Byron out, so...
Okay.
He's at the mercy of the blue here, but not really much else. Having 2 greens in first is really a good position. Yeah, I agree with this, just change for a horn. At this point, blue is really good.
You know, just because of the super bounce, having your inward in the top spot for your team is just kind of a recipe for disaster, so we can kind of see that V2 kind of breaking away here, at least in first. I don't know in second. Looks like Bastiandy might have kept up just fine. Actually, no, there's a Waluigi in second, so I want to assume that's V2 that just took out the DK.
Byron is absolutely gone right now, kind of what you would expect from him. He's very, very near world record lines, and
Yeah.
I think has world record on a few tracks, so
Yeah,
he's
Byron's
just going to
very
break
fast.
away when he gets the chance.
Yep. So, I mean, we're looking at probably a guaranteed first here for V2 at least. But it's kind of up to, whoever gets the remaining spots behind him to see kind of how the race shapes up to be.
It would definitely take, like, Blue and Shock to get Byron out of first here, and then we're running out of time for that to happen, so...
Yeah. It would have had
Should
to
be
have
pretty
gone
solid.
30 seconds. Yeah.
The chat, is there any difference between Waluigi and DK and Roy? No. Most people use Waluigi, honestly, mostly because everybody else is using Waluigi too. Byron's stopping on the line, that means his teammate's in second. You saw the blue was out, so he wanted to make sure that it didn't target the guy in second place. So it should be a top 2 for V2 here.
Yep. So Waluigi, DK, and Roy, all the stats are equal, but it's just kind of personal preference. And
No,
you know.
no, it was Arcanum in second. That might have been a
Wow.
miscommunication, yeah.
Mm.
Either it was a miscommunication from V2 or Arcanum was able to pass them right on the line, which is pretty unfortunate either way.
Mm-hmm.
Was a tied race, so after 4, Arcanum is only up by 12 points. It's been very, very even so far. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get back what I was talking about before. The reason that I think most people use Waluigi is because everybody else already uses Waluigi. There's a pretty big advantage to not standing out in these rooms. Like, imagine you're playing in a 6v6 setting, and you see someone in front of you who's on, like, Roy. And you know that you don't have a Roy on your side. You can just immediately hit that guy out without even checking for the tag first. So, if you're on Waluigi, you can't do that. That, I think, is, like, a bigger reason why everybody uses specifically Waluigi than just, like, the visibility thing.
Totally.
That's
I mean,
just
I
my
think-
opinion, though.
I agree with you, and I think that there's more than just kind of one reason that that people mainly use Waluigi. I think it just depends on really personal preference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, if everyone, like Jack's saying in the chat, if everyone was using Roy, I would definitely
Yeah.
be using Roy as well,
Yeah, if I joined a room and there were 11 Roys, I would switch to Roy.
Alright, so we got TikTok, we got a running POV again, so Byron's gonna hopefully be able to show off some TT lines and just kind of
He's doing the 2 MTs there. Like, I don't even do that in time trials, man. He's very fast.
Really? You don't do that, really?
No, I just do 1.
Dang, man. It's that wiggler action, huh?
He's doing the little drifts before the cogs too. Yeah, he's pulling out all the stops to make sure that he stays in first no matter what.
Yeah, I like that. Oh my gosh. That's a very awkward alignment for the Nisk so far
Worked
ahead.
out.
Yeah, for sure. It's so weird how you can be so far ahead on this track that like the lines almost seem awkward when you get to a certain time with the Nisks and everything.
Yeah, because it's all cycle based. So if you're too fast, it's just like you're done.
Yeah,
Byron's pulled 2 bombs in first at this point. So
Well, he chained a bomb into a bomb. Like, how lucky can you get there? Come on.
that's not Australia luck. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Huge.
He's doing the lap 2 Nisk. Hello,
Hell yeah.
dude. Oh my god, he's on such good pace right now. Like, you're watching a clinic on how to drive this track right now. He's very, very far ahead. Yeah, this is just nothing can stop him at this point.
For sure.
Arcanum needs to be like picking a bagging track now, otherwise Byron is just gonna keep getting first. Because I mean, just look how much faster he is than the rest of the room.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He's just gone right now. Sucks we couldn't see that lap 3 Nisk.
Yeah, so Byron just time trialed. GG. I don't think he got hit by a single item that whole race.
Just PB'd there.
Literally. Oh, cool. Arcanum got everything behind him. We wouldn't have known. Yeah, V2 did get bottom 3 that race. The rest of his teammates could not keep up with him there. Don't blame them.
So it was 1-5 and then like bottom 3, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
158, bottom 3.
Yeah,
So
insane.
plus 14 for Arcanum there, even though Byron was just absolutely destroying them.
Yeah, that was insane. But yeah, I mean, that looks like it's gonna be, if not an even race, then it's gonna be tailored in Arcanum's favor, especially because of the bottom 3 for V2.
Yeah, no, like V2 can make something happen here because they do have first, and they're picking Ribbon for that. That's another track that Byron can pretty easily break away on.
Yep.
But I'm worried about those bottom spots. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If all of these races are just Byron gets first and everybody else gets bottom spots, like V2 loses by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be the case. Instead, Arcanum gets a much better track for themselves.
Huh. Interesting. I don't personally find this track in particular to be that hard to hold first on. Like if you go for the MT and then you get maybe like, ideally you want to get the double trick strat, right? And then you can kind of just like keep first for a little bit.
But it's hard. He does. He is just going tight, so Arcanum should be able to draft off of him here. Let's see how he responds to that.
Yeah, I low-key don't think.
Oh, what did that red break on?
That was weird. Never seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Yeah.
I wish my res would break like that.
I personally don't think that not going for the S&T is the strat here, because I think that you're just kind of allowing the other team to pass you without.
Oh yeah, you saw Pulse get the draft, and now he's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be hit out at this point, and he will be. Moon with the boomerang, and Moon's gone already.
What? Okay, no, Moon's up this time.
Okay. It is like top everything for V2 right now, so good job on Moon with the boomerang.
Yeah. The Moonerang. But I mean, yeah, that was a pretty good sequence for V2 at least.
Oh yeah, that's a great sequence.
We'll just have to see we'll just have to see kind of how the rest of the race shapes up, because obviously now Arcanum is going to be wanting to go for shock.
Yeah. The problem for V2 here.
I kind of want to say. Sorry, go ahead.
The problem for V2 here is that Byron doesn't have the kind of breakaway that he did in previous races. He has a horn in first, but that's susceptible to a ghost because it's in first slot. So like, if a blue or a shock comes out, V2 is absolutely still in range to get an awful race here, and that's what I'm worrying about for them. Anthony with the bomb in first too. Could make a play here, but the distance is pretty far. I don't know if Myles just decided not to talk anymore, but what I do know is that they are not audible.
I had to open the door. Excuse me. I didn't want to interrupt you. You were going on a little tangent.
Yeah, and then the tangent was over. But, you know, as we reach the end of this race, the shock blue has not happened for V2, I guess, knock on wood. Yeah, it doesn't happen, so it should be a top 2 for them here. Even though it was a little bit scarier than the previous races.
Okay.
Backing everything, so we can assume that Arcanum is in third, and it looks like it hit. Someone did spin out on the map there.
I think that hit fourth.
Oh yeah, that's a really good race for V2.
Okay,
That's a bottom 4 for Arcanum.
Yeah. Oof.
All,
that's super good for them.
All of the lead that Arcanum built up throughout the first 5, it's gone. This war might be tied now.
Yeah.
They were down 26 before this. Yeah, that was a plus 26 race. After 6, this war is plus 0.
Ooh. Yeah, it's looking real good here for either team, you know? Like I have no idea how this is going, but yeah, for sure.
I think if V2 gets this track pick, they take it home from there. Like that'll absolutely destroy any momentum that Arcanum had.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of depends on what they chain it into, you know?
Looks like we are going back to the Bastiandy POV.
Oh yeah, Aleatorio.
No, we were getting some comments about how we were just watching time trials, which I agree with. So yeah. I'm gonna be happy to see some more pack play here. So yeah, that just means more of a build up to what the track pick is, because again, I do think this will be the most influential track pick of the war. And it will be Cheeseland, so huge missed opportunity for V2 there.
AO group time trial on the Cheeseland?
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
I just got some Chick-fil-A, so I'll be muting to
Oh my
chew.
god.
I'm
How
sorry.
professional of you, Miles. How
I'm
professional.
sorry. I'm hungry.
You know, as we said, we like to keep it light in prime time at night. Oh my god. But yeah, V2 with that really good previous race doesn't get to capitalize on it whatsoever. This track is probably the biggest reset in the game, so.
Two time trial. No, sorry. 3 time trials for Byron. He gets rewarded with cheese land. Like, that's just kind of a slap in the face at that point, you know?
If you get 3 time trials in a row, I feel like you're due for it.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say, for sure.
But Bastiandy just hanging out in 8th here, and he doesn't have a dodge, which absolutely not what you want at this point on the track. He looks like he's going to wait to get a box in 9th, and he will. Golden Star, not amazing. What he really wants here is a bill or a shock, and yeah, he didn't even have time to get a star out. That golden pull was really unfortunate for him. Down to 11th with another golden. It's not looking good, but it's only the beginning of lap 2, so he does have a lot of time to change his position here. I've seen people in the chat say that Ninja Hideaway is a good track, which I agree with.
I would say.
Ninja Hideaway is the best track in the DLC, and if you disagree, I don't think we can be friends. So yeah, that's a little bit of a disagreement between me and Deltana here. Yeah, Bastiandy has been just stuck with Goldens this entire race, which is like probably the worst item on this track if you're in the back.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate to watch for him. He just keeps getting them. And now, the one time on the track where you might actually want a golden, he gets star triple shrooms. He'll be able to gain some spots here, but he's not going to be getting a top spot, which I feel like he should have been in a position to do. And the boomerang! Oh, no.
I think we're kind of looking at a mixed bag here. Oh, never mind.
We are not looking at a mixed bag whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Yeah,
remember how V2 went from a minus 26 to a tied war on the last race?
My mistake.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, now they're down 32, so down worse than they started. That was it wasn't looking good for Bastiandy there. I'll be honest.
Don't mind CBT.
He kept pulling goldens. He didn't get a dodge, and yet somehow all of V2 ended up in a worse position than that.
Yep.
Really, really rough to see from them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that just kind of goes to show how bagging tracks can really be detrimental to this team, you know? Because they're so focused on running and staying in the front, and Cheeseland's just a track that does not reward that kind of gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can see in their track picks how they play this game. Even though they got bottom 4, you would think this is a hard bagging position. They're picking Twisted Mansion. Like, even when they're in the worst situations possible, they want to be picking runnable tracks. And they will get it.
Totally.
I think this was a very smart track pick from V2. It wouldn't be a smart track pick if you're most teams, but V2 is not most teams. Bastiandy does have a bit of an advantage here. He is on Inward. This is a baby track in time trials, but Inward is good here. They're gonna pull up into second. His teammate's in first. Myles is very clearly eating Chick-fil-A right now, so not offering any support. And Bastiandy backing his teammate. He was probably going for the guy in front of him, but just went right through. Unfortunate to see.
Did he actually? I totally missed that.
Yeah, he backed Pulse.
Oof. Pulse is probably mauling right now.
Red skipping.
Oh my gosh, that's a really unfortunate red skip. Oh, okay, it doesn't hit.
It didn't hit him. Yep.
That really should have though.
Yeah, it should have. Shu is gonna pull up into second. It looks like kind of mixed spots. Arcanum's in a slightly better position, but V2 is up here. Never mind. Yeah, Shu didn't have any item and just read him out.
Yeah, that was a risky red for sure. But yeah, I mean, doesn't get a. Oh my gosh, that back was huge. That was huge.
Yeah, V2 needs shock at this point. They're like, look at how far away.
Yeah, I know.
Is from everyone else.
Arcanum is gone right now, top 3. Like, this is kind of a huge position to be in right now for Arcanum. He just kind of banking on a shock for V2.
And
Like you'd think
Yeah.
they'd be able to map read and say like, hey, we really need to stop at this set, you know, to
yeah,
go for shock. But
V2 is
you're
really
seeing a whole lot of
not.
that.
People are stopping. But like so far up to
Yeah.
this point, like V2 has not been quick to start begging for shock. I mean, they have the lines to back it up. Is he gonna get another
Takes
back?
kind of until the last minute.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yep.
Bastiandy got it back in that exact spot on all 3 laps. On lap 1, it was his teammate, but
Oh my God.
he did still get it back there.
Yeah, these inward backs are kind of crazy.
That one spot is so crap. I mean, it's going to be a top 3 for Arcanum. Kind of running away with it at this point. They're gaining a lot more here than what they had before. V2 needs to make something happen pretty quick at this point.
You know, even with the spots that Arcanum had, I was still surprised that they were able to hold top 3 on TM, starting in top 3-5 there.
Yeah, honestly,
I mean,
same.
Yeah. Oh, is this gonna be a room crash?
That's
That's gonna be really
Oh
unfortunate.
yeah, someone's
okay.
stuck on the map. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna really suck for them.
Yeah, that sucks for Arcanum. It's really good for V2 though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Room crash.
Room crash. Dang. Yeah, that is really good for V2. That was gonna be really good for Arcanum.
Unfortunate for Arcanum. That is
Yeah.
like that's worst case scenario. I think that's worse than just getting a bad race.
Yeah, kinda.
Because V2 is hosting this war.
Yep.
I don't know who was stuck on the map, but someone should be getting 2 through 7, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like V2 gets back into first at the very least.
Yeah, for sure.
And if there's one place you don't want V2, it's in first.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looked like V2 was honestly going to be out of it, that race. Like
Yeah.
They were going to be down like at least 50, probably. But instead, they're still down 32, which is not great, but not terrible.
Personally,
and they get a full
I think
reset.
that was a tactical room crash, honestly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, someone turned off his router on the V2
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, we got onion_W in the chat saying, I blame Myles Dormnet. Yeah, I kind of would have to agree with that.
Yeah, honestly, I agree too. I think Myles Dormnet is really the villain of this story.
Yeah, the main antagonist for sure.
Room seems to not be up again yet. I wonder if we could switch to Byron POV here just to make the wait a little shorter, because he should still be like 30 seconds ahead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool. So the room is full on Byron's side, so should be able to just get started here.
Who's hosting here? Is it V2?
V2 is, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure which person on V2 is host, but
Yeah, that was Moon.
Okay. We'll have to see what the other spots are.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also see what track V2 goes for.
We looking at 5 left or 4?
5 left. 5 left.
Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a.
Byron cannot pick a track. He's so confused right now. Byron, buddy, please. Please, Byron! Jesus, dude. Oh my. He really wanted to time trial that track selection, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Making my heart beat here.
Yeah. Yep. That was definitely a stop the count room crash for V2, I must say.
I haven't heard that term before when in relation to room crashes, but it does bear some similarities to a stop the count room crash.
Bearing similarities to a tactical room crash.
So we are going to PPS here. Where's Bastiandy at? It looks like he's in the back, so he's not going to get too much of an advantage from being on inward. But we'll see if V2 can hold their top spots.
It does not look like anyone was given in 2 through 7 here.
Ooh. Good, Byron.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the back here, which, I mean, if you're Byron, you don't want to be in the back. Byron knows that his place in this room is to be in first. So when he's not there, he's kind of just chilling.
Who's in last here? Like, what's going on? Okay, there.
Well, now Byron is, so that answers that question. It was Momupo before that. Now it's Light, so it's changing in the back.
Yep.
I'm Byron, I'd just chain the star, try to get up to first as soon as possible, but it looks like he's not going to do that. Maybe he's hoping that his teammate can pull shock.
Yeah.
Or maybe he already has it. He's going to star now, which is a really interesting choice because he's not going to get a chain.
Well, there's another star. That's lucky.
Yeah, really interesting decisions from Byron because, I mean, I keep saying it. His place in this room is in first, so choosing to stay back here is weird to me.
I don't think anyone has shock yet because he is still kind of chaining pretty rapidly, and it seems like he's going for shock, but not quite staying far back enough to.
Well, if he's going for shock, he needed to use this build the second he pulled it. So I don't really know what the game plan is here.
I don't think there is one, honestly.
Maybe
I
he
think
pulls
the game plan
through
is just get to the front. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's kind of the only option if you're holding.
It's a lot of V2 back here. They needed
Yeah,
needed shock a while ago, and no one has it.
Yeah, well, they just decided to catch back up instead of going for it. You know?
Yeah, I think Byron had to do that like
It's just
a
not
lap
play
ago.
because I think that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Arcanum is top 5 or top 4. So like, Byron is holding the star. Maybe they have shock, but if they don't, like they're just screwed.
The only thing we know for sure is that Bastiandy's in first. And
Hitting really early, maybe predicting a shock, but it's not going to come. Maybe you can get second, but not much more. Yeah, no.
it's gonna be a top 2 for Arcanum there. But if we're lucky, maybe V2 gets everything after. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, they got 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
Got him through. Okay,
That's good.
Somehow that's a winning race for V2. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think V2 played that race very wrong. I think they needed to go much harder for shock. I think Byron needed to catch up earlier.
Yeah.
And it still just worked out. I don't know.
I think they got really overly rewarded there for catching up a little bit too late.
You know, I don't mean to talk bad about V2.
No,
I just
for
would have
sure.
played that race personally very differently than how they played it.
I would agree. I'm not meaning to shit on either team, but it's like I'm just kind of calling it how I see
You're
it.
not meaning to what? We're on an official cast here, Myles. Oh my god.
Sorry, I mean it's just kind of.
You got Chick-fil-A
true.
brain right now.
It's just the truth, man. Don't be hating.
I might be hating.
A little bit.
Yeah, that was a +2 race for V2, which is a less than you might expect for an Arcanum bottom 3, but the top 2 really helps him out.
We're looking at a really tight-knit war here.
Yeah, V2 does still need to make something happen. They're down 30, but I mean 30 is doable.
Mm-hmm.
My man Royal in chat, 56 tracks and they're picking Water Park. They have an inward on their team. They're inwards in first. What other track are you gonna pick? Paris Promenade? I guess.
True. Retweet. I don't know. I want to go out on a limb and say that Paris Promenade's pretty anti-first. It's a really there's a really long turn there that's kind of very, very draft heavy.
Dude, no way Delta's in the chat saying Turnpike's better than Water Park. Are you serious? Are you kidding me, Delta? You're just wrong. You're just not right. Look, so Byron's gonna be in the back again, which again, that's not where he wants to be. But I'm just in shock that Delta thinks Turnpike is better than Water Park. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
He has to be joking.
Oh!
Yeah,
There's
Byron
the
pulling
bolt.
shock. That's probably going to be really good for V2. I mean, you got to assume that Arcanum's holding at least some top spots since the start of this race. V2's in 11th at least, so gonna want to hold this a while. I don't think Arcanum's pulling it. Dodge everyone up.
Nah, spam it.
Well, I mean, everyone did dodge. Almost everyone. Not
Nah,
almost
spam it.
everyone. I think they could have held out a bit longer, but they do have the blue after. And the pack is really close, so the blue's gonna absolutely destroy that guy. Yeah, he's.
Oh man. GG's for him. I mean, we still see a lot of Arcanum in the front, but there's someone in a star in first that I want to assume is V2.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, with the green.
Gonna try to get the greens. Oh, the bomb!
Oh my god, that bomb was really, really good for Arcanum. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they knew that Byron would be focusing on trying to hit the greens, so just back him.
Yeah, that was a good play for them.
That probably saves the race for for Arcanum.
Yeah.
Well, he still got 8th. It was Claw. Yeah, whoever was in a star in first, it was not V2.
Mm-hmm.
So, not the race that V2 needed there. We're down to 3 left, and V2 just got their deficit extended.
I definitely think they could have held that shock just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I agree. Like, they were bottom 5. They were not getting a shock pulled on them. Only 2 of them had dodges back there. You're basically guaranteeing the 2 people who don't dodge a bad race.
Mm-hmm.
I think they really, really had to hold that shock until everybody back there had a dodge.
Yeah. I think their game plan there, honestly, what they were trying to do is shock the people that didn't have dodges just into set. And, you know, that's not like a terrible play, but I think that maybe waiting one more set probably could have worked.
I agree with that. Absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to change it into RWS for Arcanum, so really, really looking good for them right now.
Yep.
If they can get a good race here, it should be enough to close it out, honestly.
Yeah, they're up 40, so yeah, if they do get just a winning race, then I think it should be good enough.
Oh my god. Are you looking at this chat right now, Myles? Apparently that bomb that we said was such a good play for Arcanum, that was their teammate's bomb.
Oof.
That's rough.
That's really rough, yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a really good bomb. Just for the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, V2 desperate at this point. They need to get up to the front now. And Byron is gonna fulfill that order. Henry's already up there, so top 2 at the very least. 3rd for Arcanum. Don't know who's behind that. That's
yeah. It's looking good right now for.
This is the kind of track that you don't want to be playing versus V2 on.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very dominant on these runners.
I agree. Picking this track against a run-heavy team is really risky.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, it's kind of proven that point right now with them in top 2. And then I think another V2's in 4th. Never mind.
Yeah, he just got hit out though.
Mm-hmm.
Holding the top 2 though, they do need a little bit more than top 2 if they want to win this war. So Byron's gonna be trying to hit him out.
Good man.
Not gonna
He's
happen
everything.
quite
He
yet.
doesn't have any defense here for a little bit. That's a little scary.
Yeah, he might even lose 2nd. Getting the red though, that's a really good pull.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I definitely worry about
Yeah,
back
he
defense.
does get hit out, so
not early before it's set.
just Henry up there now.
So
145.
Yep.
Nope, not even Henry. Top 2 for Arcanum.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
V2 needs to do something now. Blue's out, but it's not enough. He's gonna get redded out.
Yeah.
Arcanum top 3.
Yeah, Byron gets redded. Yeah.
Yeah, this could be the end
That
for
was
V2.
really good item management for Arcanum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. Like, V2 is gonna be mathematically in it after this race. They're still gonna be mathematically in the war.
It's gonna
But
take a lot.
it is not gonna be close anymore. Yeah. See what the spots are here. Oh,
Oh, top 5, top 5, 8. Oh my god.
yeah, GG's, man.
Oh, that's
Oh my
devastating, dude.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's devastating.
yeah, we'll call it there. Minus 76 after 10. V2 basically needs to top 6 twice, which I don't think that's ever happened. It's looking like a win for Arcanum right now. Something very, very drastic would have to happen for V2 to win this war at this point.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah.
I wanted to touch on something
like
that I saw in the chat.
Hmm.
People were saying that Byron was being way too aggressive there. And, like, I agree that he was being super, super aggressive, but, like, put yourself in V2's shoes there. You're down 40 after 9. You're only top 2. It's all them behind you. So you know that you need a better race than that if you want to win the war.
Mm-hmm.
I think Byron
Yeah,
absolutely
you kinda need
had
to
to
go all
take
out
that
there.
risk. Yeah. Like, obviously it didn't work out. The backs didn't hit and he got hit out, but if they had hit, I think that could have very well been a good race for V2.
I think the scariest item for someone to have behind top 2 is a boomerang, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's really just hard to avoid. You just have to kind of outline it in a way. You can't really, like, block it, you know?
Going back into the race, so let's make sure to switch views here. Hello? There we go. Okay, we're still figuring this out.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, no, Delta, I agree with that. If you're not looking at chat, he's saying you can make up 40 and 3, but you can't realistically make up 76 and 2, and that's true. But if you're making up 40 and 3, that needs to start on race 9 or on race 10, and that's what Byron was trying to do there. Like, it was absolutely a big risk that he was taking, but I think it was worth it to put themselves in a doable position there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're past it
Yeah.
now. Obviously, it didn't work out for them, and this war's going to go to Arcanum in all likelihood. So, who am I to talk? But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
True. Yeah, we'll just have to see how the last 2 races shape up. But right now, don't really have a good perception on who's in the front, except for I see Mooden in maybe 4th, and Byron in 5th. I don't know who's in that top 3.
Yeah, who knows? We know that Bastiandy isn't there because he's the only non-Waluigi in the room.
See Henry up there in 3rd. So it's 3, 4, 5 right now for Byron. Depending on who's in top 2.
He's holding the ghost, so
Okay, we see Ale up there.
yeah,
Kyo
Kyo
gets
just
hit
got
out,
hit out.
so
So it's a
it's
2-3-4.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 right now. Ale in 1st.
Byron's holding the ghost for a very long time. His teammates might have shock, or he's just hoping they pull one.
Ooh.
He's gonna use it now with the red behind him. Kind of forced to make that play. Yeah, get ahead of your teammate who does have protection. Good decisions from Byron there.
I agree. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, Byron. Probably going to be another first for Byron with
As a never mind.
Oh,
No.
never mind.
Yeah.
We spoke too soon. Caster's curse, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
I mean,
he's probably still gonna. He's probably only getting passed by his teammates, but still, like,
yeah,
that first one
that's
really good to the Indians.
that's really tilting.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's what, like, assuming the ghost is in like 9th, there's like a 1 in 8 chance that his shroom gets stolen, and of course it does. It does every time you really need it.
Yep, exactly.
That just
But I
sucks.
mean, you know, at least the top 3, for V2, that's a winning race.
Yeah, too little, too late. That will seal the deal. Arcanum's gonna win this war.
Yep, not enough, unfortunately, for V2, but you know, we can at least keep the score a little bit close.
Yeah.
So,
I believe that V2 is 0-2. I guess now 0-3 in this division. So not the start they would have wanted.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, congrats to Arcanum for winning this match.
I'm not sure what Arcanum's record is. It's either 2-1 or 3-0. Someone maybe can confirm that in the chat. But yeah, V2, all of their wars so far have been like this, where it's close in the beginning and then they just lose the momentum.
Yep.
And by the end, it's just unattainable.
For sure.
Super rough to see. Okay, Arcanum is 3-0. So yeah, congratulations to them, man. That's
a
super
really
strong position this early in the season.
For sure. Was this a no DLC war?
I think it was.
Crazy.
Yeah. I can't remember any DLC races getting played.
Yeah, kind of insane. I mean, you would think with a team that grinded it so much that it would have been a really good advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they weren't relying on those more, because, like, 3 of their lineup was in Worldwide Tops, or still is in Worldwide Tops for DLC tracks.
Right.
I don't know. And those tracks are still new enough where, like, you are more likely to just be able to win by outlining.
Hey, I mean, on the bright side, my net held up enough for me to cast for the most part. So
Yeah, for the
chalk it
most
up,
part. Besides when you were muted and eating Chick-fil-A.
Hey man, it was good. It was worth it.
What'd you get?
Just a spicy chicken deluxe.
Spicy chicken deluxe. Did you get waffle fries with that?
I did not. I just got the sandwich.
Well, what's even the point then?
Well, I had something small to eat earlier, so I wasn't super hungry.
Oh my god. Oh.
I know.
If I'm going to Chick-fil-A, I'm going all out.
I like that. I mean, you're kind of a Cane's guy.
I'm a Cane's guy.
I don't.
A Chick-fil-A recently opened in my area, a few blocks away, so I'll have to go there, but I'm a Cane's guy at heart.
Oh my gosh. Nice. That's really
Goodbye.
good.
Goodbye, Bastiandy.
I can't wait to hear how the Chick-fil-A is that's close to your place.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, Bastiandy. There's coins there.
Yeah, I think Arcanum probably just stopped trying at this point. Like, they're at least bottom 3 right now, and it doesn't look like Bastiandy's especially trying to catch back up. I mean, they know they won, but yeah.
It do not matter.
No Bupo's in last now, so you know, not gonna be a perfect race for V2.
Let's
But yeah, like they're just chilling at this point. Mooten's back here too. I don't know. Doesn't really look like Bastiandy's really trying to do much of anything back here. I guess he was gonna try to catch back up at the end, but like in the meantime, he wasn't really going for shock or anything. He was just chilling.
Maybe pulled it first.
Like,
At least I think that was V2. You know, I mean, hard to tell because he had a golden anyways.
yeah, he wouldn't have dodged if he could. Or
Exactly my
he
point,
would have
yeah.
dodged if he could. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to say what's going on in the front here. I don't know who the Roy is. Someone switched.
I think
But-
that's Byron. Byron switched to Teddy Buggy. Front row.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter either way. Arcanum still won this war. So, huge congratulations to them. Being 3-0 in the division to start it off is an excellent start. They're in a really good spot here.
Heck yeah.
Opposite for V2 is 0-3. They got some ground to make up, but, you know, I believe in them. I think they can still do it.
Oh, for sure they can. Yeah. If anyone can come back and outrun a lot of the other teams, it's definitely V2.
And that was a winning race, so V2 is going to lose the war by 46 to end it off.
Yep.
Uh,
GG's.
Do
V2,
we,
GG's Arcanum.
do we know what tomorrow's primetime is going to be, Dylan? Do we have an announcement ready
NFL
for that?
Blaze.
There we go.
TRP.
That's some Division 2 action for you. Inferno Blaze,
yeah.
the current top German team, versus the Real Panas, the current top Mexican team. Yeah, should be fun. Hope to see you all there. Got anything else for me, Myles?
But for now, not really. You know, I'm just gonna quote unquote sign out, but it's been fun. It's been real. Thanks for having us cast again. It's always a ton of fun with you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm getting reminded in the chat. MKC Top 10. We made you all submit clips for that last week in MKU.
Oh yeah.
I bet you're all wondering, we're making a video out of that, right? Yeah, we are making a video out of that. The video is made. It's
Yeah.
releasing tomorrow, today if you're European. So absolutely continue to submit clips for that in the coming weeks of MKU. We're planning on releasing one every week. It's been a lot of fun to work on so far, and we hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So yeah, look forward to that tomorrow. Should be it then. See you at the cast. Good luck in MKU, everyone.
See ya.